everybody. It's Trish again. I'm back, and we have had one, two, three. We've had 4 interviews, and now I'm back with Cindy. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, we are talking today is Rainmaker Day. So, we're talking to all these ladies who have started these businesses. And I want to hear everybody's story because to me, that's the most interesting part is who you are and how you started. So, Cindy, what were you doing before you started this journey?
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for having me.
Oh, we're so
Let
glad to have you.
me let me tell you, I'm a mom of 4 kids. So
Yep.
we do have our own business with my husband. We have a repair shop, so that's our main
Oh,
external.
what kind of shop?
A repair shop. We
Oh,
have
okay.
a repair shop with my husband.
Okay.
So I was just trying to helping him with whatever I could from home.
Right.
But then, I always wanted to have something else, doing from home. Something that I was passionate about, but I didn't know how. I didn't know.
Right.
I have 4 kids at home. I was helping my husband. I had a lot on my plate, but in my mind, I was feeling I'm capable of doing something more. I know I can. And then is when I saw Rainmakers and I found out about Rainmakers. And that's when I started seeing those videos. I'm like, wow, what if that's me? Actually, I'm able to create this product or something. I didn't have an idea that I was going to create a product, but I knew in my heart that I could do it. So
And so what was the thing that made you click and go, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into this challenge? Did you see the Target video that everybody saw?
yes, I saw the Target video, but I think that what it makes me realize that I really want to be part of this is that I was a mom with 4 kids.
Yeah.
That in any training out there, you see a lot of single persons or even men's and things like that, and you don't see yourself when you're working. I have a 3 months old right now. I have a 3 years old, a 10 and 13. So I'm really full.
Right.
And I couldn't see myself being in a training where everything is so serious. And I know my kid is screaming on the side and I have to check homework for other kids. So I think that it was the magnetic part that attracted me to say, oh, I can work even with my kids on the side.
Yeah. Yep. I love that. So when you jumped in, you did not have your product, you said. So what was it that helped you find that product?
Yeah, once I get into the challenge, all the information that they give there, it was like little clues for me to follow. And it was like this light bulb all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, I can do that. So I think the way that Steven lead you to put your ideas together is the perfect thing, because I had all the messy ideas in my head. That's something that I could do, but I didn't know exactly how. So when he started sharing his knowledge and his information about how I could put these pieces together, is when I said, oh, okay, I can do this.
Yeah, it almost feels like you're drinking from a fire hose. There's so much information coming at you in the challenge, right? It's like, there's so much to do. But he's so giving of his knowledge and his energy is amazing. One of the things that I love about Stephen and this community as a whole is the how can I aspect and trying to keep us focused on not the challenges, because you're going to have challenges. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure you've had your own challenges, but that they keep us focused on how to overcome them. Just stay focused on how you're going to overcome. What is it? And the group is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So what did you end up launching? You actually have a couple products, don't you?
Yeah, I have a couple right now.
So when did you start the challenge?
Well, I started actually a year ago. It was on
Okay.
February last year. Yeah.
Okay, so you were in the COVID group. You were in the early COVID group. So she got an extra couple of months because of all the craziness surrounding COVID. Stephen, in his big heart, was like, no, y'all, I'm not going to kick y'all out. Y'all are going to stay. So he kind of surrounded them with love and kept them and helped them. So you have 2 products now?
Yeah, I have 2 products.
Okay, do you have them with you? Or you can show them?
Yeah. I have my car maintenance planner. This is one of my
So
products.
tell me about that one. That one I'm pretty fascinated with.
Okay, well, this one, because I had a repair shop with my husband. So one of the things that I saw when I was helping him is how my customers, especially females, struggle with the car maintenance stuff. Like they feel like,
Tracking, tracking it and keeping up with it and making sure it gets done, right? Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And not just that, but how they feel intimidated because they were taken advantage of before for other
Oh, yeah.
mechanics just because they're women. So
Right.
I started seeing that, and I'm like, even in my shop, I started sharing them how to do things, like how you open their hood, how to check the fluids in your car. And I was like, what if I can put that knowledge in a book, but at the same time, I can add like a tracking system in here so they can save money. Because I'm a mom, I have 4 kids, and I'm always about life skills. And I don't know about you, but I always trying to see
Yeah.
how I can fit my kids in this type of life skills. Because
Yeah.
I don't want my daughter that right now is almost 14, she's gonna start driving soon, but I really need her to know her own car, what to
That's
do
right.
in case of a car emergency situation. So
Right.
I dedicate this book to moms with the teenagers, so they can help them in a way to say, hey, you know what, this is the great start for you. So you can start learning about the car if you really want to have a permit and have a car soon. So
Yeah.
my main thing is this.
Okay. So this is interesting because Cindy's different than everybody else. So far, every single person that we've interviewed did not have an idea that stemmed from necessarily from anything that they were already doing. Cindy's idea did come from something that was surrounding her, and that's actually something that Stephen encourages us to do: is to look at our life, look at our hobbies, look at our other relationships, and determine if there's something there. And that's what you did. So you actually, that's where yours was birthed, was from your husband's business. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So now I have another question for you, because you are doing this with teenagers. Your teenagers have to be involved in the business, right? So do
Yeah.
they now have an interest in starting their own businesses?
Yes, that's another idea that I love that because first of all, when I come up with this idea, I tell, well, I have to own it first. So I start
Right.
teaching my daughter and my son because I have a 10 years old as well.
Right.
So if you go to my Instagram page or even my website, you can see my kids. I have some videos of my daughter teaching her where you can find the VIN number of your car and things like that. So I
Yep.
involve them a lot in my business.
Right.
And then they were like, Mom, but we want to do something in our own. And actually, we have another brand that it calls Kids Created. So they are YouTubers now. They are doing
Ah,
videos and they were, I want to sell teacher. Why we couldn't create this product? And just because you as a mom are learning, but they are learning with you.
that's
And they
right.
are seeing you as a mom. Wow, if my mom was just create this product, what if I have this idea and I create this product? And I just let them create and think and trying to be involved in their business and now with their own brand because and actually it's not a brand yet because they're not selling nothing yet but they are
Right.
creating their audience. They are making these funny videos with all three and
Mm.
even my 2 years old, it's funny
Aw.
because when he's in front of the camera he start, hi, my name is Dominic. And I'm like, it's so
He
funny.
did the cutest thing. Oh my gosh.
So
I
yeah,
love it.
this is something really amazing that happened when you are creating your own thing at home and your
Yeah.
kids can follow you.
Yeah. That's one of the things that for me, when I started doing it, I knew that my kids would be very interested in it. And so I actually had them watch the challenge with me. And my
Mhm.
kids haven't done anything. I have 2 in college and one that's still in high school. They haven't actually started anything yet, but I feel very confident that they're going to. I just don't know which one's going to do it and what they're going to do yet. But it's very interesting, and I think that's something that moms need to be thinking about, especially homeschool moms. Your kids will follow you, and it will spark curiosity, and it will spark them to do some of these things that you never expected you were going to do, much less that your kids were going to follow you into doing, right?
Mhm.
So what was your second product? You have 2, right?
Yeah, the second product was because I was very allergic to a lot of things. And I noticed something specific that every time that I was driving with my kids, I was sneezing a lot. Like, what is this? What makes me sneeze? And
Right.
then my husband purchased air freshener and put it on the car. So when he put it on the car, my daughter, my 13 years old, started sneezing, and I start sneezing, and I start having headaches. And I'm like, do you know how toxic air fresheners are? And then I started research, and I find out how toxic they are. And I'm like,
Right.
what if I can create something not, I mean, organic, or something that I can be without toxics? So I create what it calls my car diffuser.
And y'all,
And
I love this because you can use essential oils on it, which that is so brilliant. I love, love, love that.
yeah, so what I do is, it doesn't have any scent, so you can add whatever favorite essential oil you have, and you can add it. These bowls are designed to absorb
Right.
the oil or the fragrance that you put. And I didn't want to just do it like that, so actually I create a quote to put in
Mhm.
there. So whatever you feel down and you read this quote, it's like, I can do this, or different things. And I
Right.
have two different products, different colors, and two different quotes. And you know what is the fun thing about this? That
What?
I'm assembling this myself. So I have all my kids, and I mean, helping me every time that I'm in a sale. They're putting together. Hey, we sent another one. Let's package it. Let's put it together. So
Yeah.
they're actually making their own product at home. We have our manufacturer here, and
Oh,
I just love that, seeing that.
there you go. Yeah, kid labor. I know my kids are part of my labor. I get it totally.
Yeah.
So, what would you tell moms that are sitting there and going, I don't know if I can do this? What would you say to them?
I said, don't overthink it. I mean, just give it a try. I mean, this is a 7-day challenge, but
Yep.
I mean, it seems as, I mean, a short time, but believe me, in 7 days, your life can change,
Yep.
like totally change with this information. And I know that you're gonna get so much value. And not obviously the system that they teach is amazing, but at the same time, the community. The
Yeah.
community is
I
amazing
agree.
because they don't let you down. I
I
mean, it's
agree.
not like always it's gonna be like, yay, everything is fun. No, you're gonna have obviously struggles on the way, but if you have a community that support you, that is
Yeah.
there for you, that is help you to just cheer you on, and that day that you're like a little sad or something that is not going how you plan it, I think that is the main thing. I mean, having someone support you.
Nicole, there is a charge. It's like less than $30 or something. I don't know what it is today. I haven't looked, but I think it's not what you think. It's and you can launch from the challenge. There are people that are launching from the challenge. I went on, there's another class that both of us are in. We're in the mastermind group, but there are people in the challenge launching and you can see them in there. They're talking. So anyway, yeah, so it's not yeah, yeah. See, there you go. $27. There you go. Told you. I thought it was less than 30. I was afraid to say 27, so I'm glad you went and looked, Nicole. So, so how do people get in touch with you? Have you started social media? Are you doing Instagram? Are you okay? So is it this lady's car care right here? Is this
Yeah,
okay, good. So she wanted to do a giveaway today, but of course,
yeah.
since we are struggling with our comments, that's not going to work. So what we're going to do, Cindy, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and do a giveaway over the weekend where all of ours are in one big, huge giveaway. But I am going to send everybody over to you right now. And that's on Instagram. Are you also on Facebook?
Yes, you can actually go to Instagram, and on my bio, you can find all my links to every
Okay,
platform.
good.
Because I do
Good,
have a
good,
Facebook group community as well, where I
good.
help moms to understand a little bit more about cars and how they can
Oh,
teach their
yeah.
kids. So
Yeah.
I have all the information in my Instagram. So just go to a lady's car with a K, care, and you can find all the information there.
Yeah, that's great. Nicole, there is another class if you want to take it, but you don't have to take it. And it's not $625,238. Although I do think it would be worth it. But it would just take a long time to pay that one back. But there is another class at the end if you want to go on. But honestly, it just keeps going. I literally right now I'm taking the pay per click class, which is advertising class on for Amazon from Sharon. And speaking of Sharon, she is one of the coaches there, and she's been doing it. She's probably one of the longest. She's probably been doing it almost 4 years. And she just this past month in January hit $100,000 month. So it's
Insane.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's now we're not all going to be like that, but that's my goal. You know, a
Yeah.
hashtag goal. That's what I joked with her. I'm like, that's my goal. I want to be
And
you.
you know what? One of the things that I love about this challenge is that, yeah, you're going to receive so much information for 7 days, but that community, the 7 days challenge group, is stay alive. I mean, so even if you don't decide to go with the next class, you
That's
can
right.
stay there, and there's so much support in that community as well. So
And the coaches go back and forth. The coaches
yeah.
actually go in there and the coaches help in there. And so do we. We are all still members of that group and we go in there and answer questions and help. So it's actually the organic community is probably one of the best things. And I actually said, you do get a coach. So if you join the big group, you know, the one that we were talking about, that's not $625,238, but it's more. But if you join that group, you do get a coach and you have more support over there than you do in the challenge group. But you know, honestly, there are people launching from the challenge, but in the challenge group, what I've seen is a lot of the people from the mastermind go back and forth and are helping
Mhm.
out. So I would really encourage you to check it out and just see if it's something that, I mean, it's $27. You know, it's not gonna break you. It didn't break us, and you actually might end up with something that you'll thank me for later. I have, I think, 10 hip homeschool moms have been through the challenge. 10 joined, well, probably way more than that, but 10 joined Rainmaker's mastermind group. And I think they're all in different stages of launching right now. So I just launched last week and I was in the June group. So I was slow. I did all the things they told us not to do. They said, don't go into gated community. So what do I do? Go into a gated community. They said, don't launch variations. What do? I launched 4 variations. So yeah, I have to do everything the hard way. And Wendy, who is my business partner, would laugh and say, that is Trish. That is totally Trish. And if anybody's on here, Nicole, you might know me. That literally is me. That's just who I am. But I I think that there's room for everybody. We all become night owls for a little while because if you have kids and you're busy during the day, we all hang out at night. So a lot of times, I was just telling somebody else earlier, in the middle of the night last night, I wanted to put our diamond painting kits on sale for the party, and I didn't know how to put them on sale. So I literally at 1:30 in the morning, I'm typing, putting in the group, going, how do I make my products on sale without using a coupon? And Hanny came in there and told me. Hanny's my last interview of the day. So Hanny came in there and told me how to do it. I was like, thank you. This is what the community is about. At 1:30 in the morning, you can get an answer to a question, to a challenge, you know, that you're hitting right then. And it was, of course, right there in front of me. I just didn't see it. So
Yeah,
anyway,
and you know what? And it's because there's the other people that is there, they're moms like us. I mean,
that's right.
they're run with the same struggles. And I remember that when I was creating my first product, I thought, oh no, you know what? I don't have time for this. This is just too much, too hard. And then I thought, you know, if I don't make the decision to make time to follow my dreams, because this is something that I wanted to
Right.
do as a mom, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna do it. So I decided to start waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning to dedicate at least an hour and a half of quiet
Yeah.
time to
Yep.
focus and do my own thing. And that's how I come out. It took me 6 months, almost 7 months to get my first product up. And
Wow.
I mean, if I haven't decided back then that I need to make time, it's not like
Yeah.
if you have or if you don't have time. You have the power to create the time to create things
Yeah.
and to go for it.
Yeah, it took me 7 months too. I was in the June group, so I launched, you know, the beginning of February. So it took me about 7 months too. I think that's normal. Now,
Mhm.
Rachel, who I just interviewed, interviewed Rachel, um, who's the coach in the group, and she totally rocked it. She was doing it. I mean, I think she had a product up in like 2 months. So she's all in. You know, she's amazing. I didn't do that. I had to do all the hard stuff. Okay, so you're going to send me your links so that I can post to your products on Amazon, right? So I will put those up for us. And I'm going to get with Cindy and we're going to do a big giveaway over the weekend. So thank you
Yeah,
so much for joining us
you're
and hanging out
welcome.
and telling us your story. And I really do. I appreciate you being willing to share it and just tell folks what it's like. And I look forward to, now that we know each other, now to hanging out and actually picking each other's brain more in the group.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Namina. I'm more than
We're
happy to be here.
Y'all, I need a haircut. I desperately need a haircut. So I was supposed to go get a haircut this week, and it's snowing. It does not snow in Memphis, Tennessee, just so you know. And I have 10 inches on the ground, so I could not get my haircut. So if I look like I'm hanging out with my hair a lot, it's because it's so long and I was trying to get my haircut. So ignore me for doing that, but y'all are moms, you get it. So anyway, thank you, Cindy. We're going to
You're
stay in
welcome.
touch, and I will get with you for the giveaway for this weekend. And if you're not in the group, maybe join the group and we'll run it in there. Okay.
Oh, great.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Okay. I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Bye.